Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh my gosh, or day or wherever you're looking in from, wherever that is. There you go. Thanks a lot, Heather. Thanks a lot. And Heather, where are you tuning in from today?
Oh, Space Cadet City.
Okay.
You know, I'm getting ready to move soon, so this will change. Currently, I am in Arizona, and in a couple of weeks, I will be just 2 miles south in Arizona still. But yeah.
It's a lot cooler there then, huh?
I don't know if 2 miles is going to make much of a difference in the temperature, but it definitely will help my attitude. Oh, we got some.
So your personal temperature it'll help then, right? The fuming, and all that. Yeah.
Yes. We have Mike here from Ontario.
Mike, how are you, sir? Always great to see you, sir.
Jolin
from Jolin representing South Carolina. I like it.
I'm clicking and it's not doing it. There we go. Roxanne is here.
Says hello.
Richard Clarkson, everyone. Richard Clarkson. I love how he's just picking any city.
He is. He's just throwing them all out there.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, not Canada.
Well, there you go.
So glad you guys made it. So what are we talking about today, Michael?
Today, I want to say this is a pretty fun one because I'm a product expert in this one. So I really wanted to push this one, and I just think it's kind of cool. I mean, and realize what you have and the abilities you have. So we're going to talk about this one. This one is why Google Chat.
Why Google Chat?
Why Google Chat? And most people, and for those of you that have no clue what Google Chat is.
Yeah, should we call it? Yeah, I was just gonna say we call it what one of its iterations, right? Like it just keeps changing. So you know what I love about Google? What I've always loved about Google is that they're not afraid to try. I mean, really, they're just not afraid to try it, even if it bombs terribly after getting us all hooked on it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. They're willing to try it, and it can be a royal pain in the tuchus. Understood. But it's also a really fun place to play around. I mean, really, they're always new stuff and always changing things and doing things. And although that can be very frustrating because who likes change, the change in this case is actually really, really good. And we're going to talk today about some of those changes, right? And some of the things that are coming.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's actually it's available right now for you to switch over from Hangouts to Chat. And I noticed today, I think you and I were talking change outs. That's right. I think I was actually getting on with you and I read the big blue message that came up whenever I opened up Hangouts. It said, "Hey, Google Hangouts is going to become Google Chat." So
that's right.
If you want to learn about this and more about what we're talking about and what we do, you can go right down here to this link down here, tinkeringwithtech.net, or you can just hit the barcode and look, Heather, I got it right the first time. I got it. Click, just use your phone, put it up there, and boom, you can go right to that website. It takes you to the same website. You can learn a little bit about us. Okay. Chillin' in Philly. I love it. Fillin' in chili. I'll take a Philly. I'll take mine with light peppers, but I'll take a Philly.
So it's not change outs. It's chang outs.
Chang outs. Okay. What else?
It doesn't matter. It'll be something different next week. So anyway, the point is currently Google Chat is what used to be Google Hangouts, and Google Hangouts was more than just a chat feature though, right? I mean, you could do video calling. Now you use Meet for that, right?
I personally, when since Hangouts was basically not necessarily for business and Meet and all that stuff, I say use Duo. A lot of times, if it's just like somebody
totally,
just wants, seriously, I mean, it's so much.
You know me, I love the Duo. I'm trying. Grandma can use Duo, guys. If Grandma can use Duo, anyone can use Duo.
And she's how old? How old is she?
97.
97. Yay on 97. That's amazing. I hope I make it 97. But anyway, that's really cool. Hello, Miss Sheila. How are you? Great to see you, of course. Great to see everyone. Hey, there's Dimebag Darren Lowe. How are you, sir? Duo, yes. There you go.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So the thing that there's a lot of things that, and Hangouts used to be, like you said, it used to be is for consumer, it's for businesses. It was used by lots of different people. They used to tie it in with Gmail, where it's over on the side, along the side with it and everything. It was a way to chat with somebody really quickly when you wanted to discuss something. But the integration that they're building now with the chat
is real smooth.
I think so too. I really think it is.
I think we should dive in and show some people the different things, maybe the interfaces. Let's start with that. What do you think?
You want to start with the interface, or do you want to start with yours, talking about some of the features? I'll do it either way. You tell me. You're the boss today.
Yeah.
What we got here?
I don't think so. Mark's the boss. Mark. Thanks,
okay, so Mark's the boss. Which one would you rather see, Mark?
That's right.
There you go. That's right. That's awesome. Thank you, Mark.
I got to put this up from Richard. Now that Sheila's here, the audience has 5,000 points. I love it. All right. So, you want to talk about the integrations? You want to start with the integrations?
Let's start with the interfaces, just so people can see what we're talking about. You make more sense. You make more sense whenever you do this. It's like you've done this before or something, All right. Here we go. So basically, this is what we're looking at. Okay. So,
all right. So what's the box on the left?
The box on the left, this is a progressive. I'm kind of moving it around a little bit so you can kind of see it moving. It's a progressive web app, which is.
This is the desktop app, right?
Basically it's on your desktop.
Layman people, right?
That's right. That's
desktop app. And this way you can get desktop notifications. It can ding when somebody leaves you a message or something like that, right?
Yep, absolutely. Now, I'm going to say this to everyone. If you had in the past Google Hangouts had just a chat section over here. They didn't have rooms, which you can see the bottom half down here, and they didn't have a chat, two separate sections. This is basically two separate sections now. One thing that's interesting, if you named a room before, like we have this Game Night Founders, I named this. So because I named it, it became a room. But if you look up here, like where I have Phil and Kate, that's just the two names. So it stayed as a group. Just to confuse you, there's a group of people and there's rooms. But the rooms I find is the one with the features. And that's what we're going to kind of get into in a little bit and kind of show you around. That's kind of what you're looking at right now. So if I go to one person like Heather, let me just go to Heather right here. This is our conversation that we have, etc. And if I go to that Game Night Founders, it's a room. It has a few more things like chat, files, task. Really cool stuff to collaborate with. But anyway, what's nice is on mobile.
1 second before you move on to mobile, hold on. Jolin says, does PWA, is it just a browser window with all the tabs along the top? Kind of, sort of. It's not though, right? You can access the web. You can access the web and that looks different. I mean, it looks the same, but it's not the same thing that you're on. You're on the desktop app.
This is a progressive web app. Progressive web app is basically, if you ask the technical term of it is, yes, it is a browser. It's a browser window without the URL part at the top, and it has all the buttons. It's the exact same thing as if you were to go to chat.google.com. Only this has, it's an isolated app on your desktop. It's very confusing. Progressive web apps are
installed. Doesn't it have to be installed on your computer?
It's actually just yes, I think it does.
Yeah, so that's the difference.
Well, no, it's Chrome. It's Chrome based. No, it's Chrome based. It's Chrome based. It's not installed. It's Chrome based. This is if I close down Chrome, this closes with it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's not right. Hold on. This is a Chrome window. See how this says right here, extensions? See how this is part of extensions of Chrome? Do you see that up at the top of the little puzzle piece?
I can't read it. Yeah.
It says extension. I don't understand exactly what this all is or whatever.
All right. We'll figure this one out. Like John said, crystal clear.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
It's a browser-based computer web app. Like you can't. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. All right. I don't want to beat a dead horse because that's kind of what I'm doing there with that. So anyway, but what's cool is, okay, so the mobile side, if you look over here, this is on my mobile phone. I have all those same things and looking at the same things. And what's nice about this is I can go to that files and those tasks and do those same things within that room. One thing that I like on the mobile version is I like the way they have rooms at the bottom. I can see there's 2 notifications in 2 rooms, and then there's chat. I like this too. So you can go between the 2 very quickly and easily on mobile. Whereas over here on the side, if I extend one of these, like if I extend the chat for more or less, if I do this and I'm way down here to get back, it just blocks a lot more. If I shrink this down, then I have this, then I want to bring this back, boom, etc. I just like, I think the mobile version with the rooms and chat, but just like Google, they have to have things different. And I get it, because mobile's different. It's a different beast. Work most of the time in landscape mode on a computer, but on the mobile phone, you work in portrait mode. So those change and stuff, but I really like the fact. And what's cool is let's say, for example, right in here, like right here, where I put this post in up here, I could have added a file. And if I do add a file anywhere in that thread, those files show up over here. It'll show every single file that you've uploaded and added. That is super really cool. And I love that. I think that's an awesome feature that it has. So that being said, do we want to talk further on?
Well, I was hoping you would leave that up because I wanted to
sure, absolutely.
So yeah, hang back out there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you're currently in a room,
mm-hmm.
and down in the chat bar where it says history is on,
yes,
there's all these actions that you can take. Now, these actions are not on everything, right? They're only on the web.
Well, let's go find out.
I'm sorry, when you're on the desktop is what I meant to say.
Yeah, I'm going to go to both and we're going to see. Let's see if it is.
That's what I want to do. Exactly.
All right, so let me go over to chat. Why is it not going? Oh, I know why, because I'm trying to hit it on my computer and not my phone. There you go. So yeah, so they're a little bit different, right? So
okay. You're in a chat though. There, you're in a chat, right? Oh, okay, I see. I thought we were in a room. Okay, got you. All right, I'm following now. All right, so we can add emojis there, which you can do on your phone. You can upload a file, I think that says.
It does.
That's any file from your computer you could upload, right? Like a PDF file. Okay, cool. What's that one say?
Add Google Drive file.
Okay, cool.
Add a video meeting. So this would pull in Meet.
So this would pull in Meet, exactly. So there's a integration right there of another app. Okay.
And schedule calendar event. You can schedule a calendar event right there, and then this event would show up. Isn't that cool?
Very cool. Very cool. And I notice, well, we'll get to that in a second. So then on the mobile version, you can add a picture from your phone.
Correct.
Use your camera from your phone.
Take a picture. Take a picture.
Yep. And then you can
Google Drive.
Okay.
And then you have the same thing.
Video.
Start a Meet. Yep. And then add a calendar event.
Perfect.
So very cool. Yeah, so very cool. I love that.
Okay, so here's some questions. Mark would like to know, do the files go into Google Drive? Can we show where the files get stored?
Sure. Okay, now here, they're not going to get stored right here.
Well,
if you do, that's because it's only in rooms. That's why I wanted to clarify. This is why it gets confusing, even though you have a group.
You can add a file there. Though. Where does that get stored? Is the question.
Upload a file, it adds it right in here. So it adds it right here. I mean, if you upload a file, if you go here, you want to add a Google Drive file, it just leaves it in it's a link right here to that file. Okay, this is in with just Heather and I talking. Now, if I were to go into, I've lost it now. Game Night Founders, and now since this is a room, now up top the files, we can add a file this way, and you can add a file coming from wherever you go or wherever you're from at that point. So there you go. You just added that to Heather. So let me go over to Heather again here, and I can see the attachment. So now the file's here. There's nowhere to go. It's not going to keep it organized anywhere. It's just going to keep it here floating.
This is a chat between two people, or just between
or a group.
It's not a room.
Right. It's not a room,
so
but it's a
therefore
group.
It's not stored anywhere but in the chat itself. So then when you're in a room, which is why rooms are a little bit better.
Right. Exactly.
When you're in a room, you actually have a file tab that it would be stored under, and it would take you directly to that conversation, that space in the conversation. So if I were to add one, the same one, I'm going to just do this to Tinkering with Tech members. You guys, those of you watching, you can ignore it. Everybody else is going to be confused.
We can't. Yeah, I'm not going to go to that because it has some stuff on Tinkering with Tech. I'm not going to go.
This might block it, but we'll see. Hold on.
All right, let's come off of me, and then I'll see if it does. If it does, then I'll go back to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be big enough now.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, so cool. All right, so let me just do that. I'm going to do it for both before I switch over.
I'll
do it. Excuse me. Okay, so yep, and that blocked it on.
Hang on, Jolyn. We're going to get to that because you can, and that's what we're just showing.
What you're saying?
We'll get to it.
Okay.
Can you see it on both? So, safe on both?
Yeah. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. All right. So here we go. So this is the Tinkering with Tech one. This is our Tinkering with Tech group members that we have. This is our community. This is a chat that we have in our community. And right here's that link that Heather put. And then look, Russ has got it.
Yeah. Nobody else needs to respond, guys.
Yeah. Don't respond, guys. We're just doing this for the show today. Okay. No need to respond. This is just a one-way communication, but now this file, what's nice about it is it adds it to the file. So you can see right here, here's the files for that room. And what's awesome is if you have a long thread of things going on, you can just go right here. You can, first of all, I can add it to my drive. Okay. Then I can choose where I want to put it. And then I can go right here, view in chat. So if I go right here, it takes me immediately to that chat and shows me where that thing is.
Yeah, which is not as impressive when it's the last chat, but when it was from like a year sometime, it's pretty awesome. It's directly to where that post was made. So that's a really neat thing. Okay,
and
so
on mobile, we're seeing the same thing. So that's what's cool. Go ahead.
Cool.
Question.
Okay. So Jolyn's asking, she says she can't add a photo from the desktop anymore, like in Hangouts she could. She could from the mobile app, or she can from the mobile app. Sorry, I'm butchering this, Jolyn. Can you upload a file that is a photo like before? Yes, it's under the exact same place where I just uploaded that. I can choose any file off of my computer.
Okay,
so I'm on my desktop. I can click that upload a file, which is right next to the smiley face there. And Michael just left us. He'll be back. So you can just use that upload button there, and then you can choose any file that's on your computer. Now, if you sync your Google Drive to your computer hard drive, then you'd be able to access your Google Drive there, but it already has a button to add from Drive. All right, welcome back.
Sorry about that. Don't hit that button.
I understand. I've hit the X before during every show.
Yeah, don't hit that button, whatever one I just hit. Okay. So.
Right. Okay. So, Jolyn, when you're on mobile, you're connected to Google Photos because it's an app on your phone. You don't have a Google Photos app on desktop, right? So that would make sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You're uploading. You're on the desktop using desktop, so you're going to access your desktop to upload those files. And I know
one thing would be really cool. Yeah, one thing would be really cool because you can see, like on my screen right now, you see the right-hand column over here, like they have in all the other apps, like Sheets and Docs and Slides and all that stuff. How cool would it be to have Google Photos there that we could just drop this and bring it?
I totally
Hey,
agree.
Google, if you're listening,
Yes, but now let me tell you something here. Over on the help pages and different blog posts I've been reading about, in Workspace. Now this is a little bit different. We've been looking at it from an individual side point of view, right? So in Workspace, you can actually have integrations like If This Then That, GitHub, Google Drive.
Do you have it on screen?
Salesforce. Yep. Yep.
Here you go.
You can use these bots to actually do different things within the chat interface. So it's a little step above where I'm at because I don't have Workspace at the moment, but it's kind of cool. And they've got different things coming. They said they're working on, and there's an open API so that if you're somebody who can create a bot, you can actually create a bot to do some stuff on your own. So very similar to those of you who are familiar with Discord and the ability to use bots to do some automation within Discord. It's kind of a similar thing here with some pretty cool things like Zapier and, you know, stuff like that. So, and Asana, Mark, I know you're out there.
Yep. He's in Asana right now. Oh, no.
No, that's where I'm at. Anyway.
Oh, I got you.
All right. Cool. So let's see. Andrew tells you to leave feedback because you want the photos thing on the side. Leave feedback.
I do. They're so sick of hearing from me, but I do.
Eileen had asked a question and Andrew answered it. So I want to bring that up. Where is it at? Here. If I use chat, will Hangouts go away? And he answered it by saying, only if you delete it. But if you don't delete it, then you do get 2 notifications. Now, I went about, 2 weeks, I think, with Hangouts on my phone and chat at the same time. And it was driving me bananas because I was getting double notifications for every message. So I just pulled the trigger, got rid of Google Hangouts, and I haven't looked back because chat has answered everything that I did there before. On my phone, I can access my Google Photos and I can add photos from there. And then on desktop, I don't use the PWA yet, the Progressive Web App yet. I was looking at installing it before we started, but I thought I would just leave it so we could see the differences. But
well, and to be honest with you, Heather, I'm not too keen on it because it doesn't do some of the things like Hangout extension did. Like you can pop out chats. You know how you can pop out individual chats? Yes. You can't do that with a PWA. There's limitations.
That's the problem, though. That's been the problem with PWAs from the beginning when they first came out. That's the problem. They're not. They don't act the way extensions did. Extensions were very nice, but
that's right.
Soon everything is going that way, so we kind of have to bite that bullet. That's not Google's fault. That's the way the world is working. So, all right. Are you seeing the Twitter chat? We sure are.
We are.
We sure are, Russ. Thank you for testing that. I still don't mind the double reminder. I need all the help I can get. All right, good for you. And then let's see. Hey, all, great info from Shy Guy Bill. Hi, Bill. We're glad you made it.
I actually had to mute one of them. I can't remember. I think it's the one in the Gmail. I had to turn off rooms in Gmail because I was just like, whatever.
Yeah.
You tried the keep. Oh,
what's that thing? The keep PWA. Oh, okay. I wonder what that was like. I really don't like desktop apps at all. I have the Discord and I have the Twitch app. On my desktop, those are the only 2 that I have, and the Discord one is the only one that I actually use. I really don't like. I've gotten rid of all the other ones that I just don't like them, but they're getting better, I think. But that's another show.
No, I get it.
Yeah, I want to make sure we answered questions because I don't want to. Let's see.
Do you see the green light behind the TV?
A little bit, yeah. What was that?
The green, when I got that super chat, a green super chat.
Oh, I did not see that. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, the TV changed color.
Richard says he still has both on his phone and his PC. So
cool.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it. I know that when you shared with us that there was a chat app in one of the daily tips, that there was an app for chat. I switched to that and took it off of my Gmail because having chat within Gmail was a nightmare for me on my phone. And this is what I think is really interesting. And again, what I started off saying in the beginning of this is how fun it is to have this company that just dives in and does all these things, because it allows each of us to have a very personalized use of our technology. And that's what we do here. We tinker with it to see what works best for us. And my way isn't the right way or the best way and all of that. So, but it might work for someone.
Yeah, no, 100%. Absolutely. And you know what? There's so many chat apps out there.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are using Gmail. So I wanted to make sure and bring this up. This is why I wanted to bring this one up today, because it comes with Gmail built right in, right next to you, etc. So that's why I wanted to bring this one up.
Yeah. So can you go back to sharing our chat? Because I wanted to show something.
I can, but I took my phone off. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Just the app. Yep.
Okay. I certainly can then.
Okay, so Eileen is asking while you do that. My question about Hangouts and chat is about desktop, not the mobile. Can I keep both? Not saying that I want to. I was just wondering.
Yes, 100% you can.
The Hangouts extension or app is going away. It's extension, right?
Right here. Here's my screen. I'll show you.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Hangouts is right down here. This is Hangouts. And then the chat PWA is this big one, and I can make that any size too. But Hangouts is going away, and I have both of them on. So when Heather sends me a message here, you're going to see it show up here, up here in chat, and then right over here, you'll see that I can see that she's on. The little green dot shows that she's on. So she just sent something. There you go. So she sent something here, sent something there. So yes, I get both of them. Neither one of them ring me, because I make sure there's no audio sounds for either one of them. I don't have it on my phone either, but I get it in Hangouts. So there's where she answered in Hangouts. And obviously we see right here where she answered here. So yes, you can have both. And I do have both all the time. I leave them both open. I'm getting used to, since Hangouts doesn't have rooms, I like to be able to go to the rooms and be able to, go into, like we were talking about earlier, with files and tasks, etc.
Okay, so tasks, that's where I wanted you to go next. Mark says, I love the task tab in rooms. I would love to know some ways that this can be utilized.
See how it says add a room. Add a room task. See how it says that right there?
Oh, I know how to add a task. What I'm asking is how to utilize it. So, like, what are some ideas on how this could be productive use?
Let's say, for example, we're working on a project together. We're getting ready to, and with one of our, let's say Jim and Chris Gould, or we're getting ready to do a project together with Google Photos. They're going to come on our show and they're going to do this thing. We could assign tasks. Heather, we need you to check out and get some labels for this, this, and this. And then I can assign tasks to Chris. Say, Chris, kind of give us a little bit of an agenda so we know what's going on. Jim's going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to do this. So we can just build tasks and files all together. We could bring the files that we need and pictures and all that kind of stuff in the file section. And then the tasks that we're working on could all be assigned. And then once we're done with each one, we see the tasks that when they're done. So that way we know that we're ready to go for the show. That would be an example.
That's pretty awesome. So have you seen this in action?
Yes.
I've not. And Mark says that he loves the tab there, so I'm assuming he's used them. So my question is this tasks like the tasks that are in my calendar that I set up for myself to do? So it would be there as well. So I would have that integration.
Well, I don't know if I think it does, only because the collaboration is, you can see up in the top right, it's my Google account. Whatever Google account you're in at that time is the one that, or that you're shared with this and this. I think that yes, it does. I never really checked that. Because I don't use tasks in my calendar, but I definitely use them here. So for me, I can't give a good enough answer to say yes or no on that, but it's really kind of cool.
Okay. I'm curious. I think we need to do some off-camera testing with the community possibly and see just what this looks like, because I think it would be interesting to see it in action and then brainstorm ways that we could utilize it, like you just did, is a really good example. But I would like to see how that works. Like outside of that room, would I then see it on my calendar so that I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I've got to get that graphic done for the show next week. You know, if I've got that kind of integration and that kind of reminder, and this just brings my entire world together, I think that's a win. And anytime we can make those things happen, it always makes me happy.
Absolutely.
Let's says, love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. That'd be a good thing. We can do that in our, I say in our tinkering with the other thing too that I love about this, and I don't even know if you noticed this, but on the, let me just see if I can pull this up without showing anything again. Yeah. Okay. You can pin community rooms or people even, I think. Yeah. Yes, I can pin people. So if you're commonly talking to certain people, up at the top every time, they'll show up at the top every time, which is really, really convenient. The other thing that I want to say, I think Eileen had a question out there about.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, how do you convert over? If you're not already here, if you go into your Gmail and you don't see chat.
Now you're in your browser. Now you're in your browser window, right? Just want to make sure.
Yes. I'm in my browser window with Gmail open. I see chat and rooms on the left-hand side. I will show you. I'm going to go to settings. This was a tip actually in one of our daily tips. I think we talked about this. And then I'm going to go to chat and meet, and you can turn classic Hangouts off, go to chat. It just converts it automatically. You can put it on the left side, right side. You can show meet section or not show meet section. And that's where you can turn those on and off. So that's where you would do that in settings.
I'm being silly, but when you said turn off the meat section, I immediately went to steaks. So
okay, I understand. I get it.
I'm hungry.
I get it. Understood.
Mark likes the pinning. Anytime you can pin the chat, Mark is very happy.
Yes, 100%.
Eileen,
Mark,
did that help you out with the Hangouts and chat?
Yeah, it should give you and show you how to do that or whatever I showed you with the settings. Lots of information. All right. Hey, it's time to probably go to our backstage pass. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, join Tinkering with Tech community so you can come join us in the backstage pass and we can talk further and maybe do some of that testing. You know, maybe we'll do some of that tonight if everybody's available and we can look around. Stuff that's benefits for being in Tinkering with Tech. We do a daily tip on all kinds, mostly Google stuff because that's what I like, but anybody can do a tip. I have some of the community members doing tips sometimes, monthly workshops we try and do, and expert help. And so there you go. That's us. That's what we do. That's what we are. And we would love to have you become a member. We appreciate it. We actually have 2 new members this month, and thank you. Did they give a date for when Hangouts is going away? One thing that I can honestly say is that Google will never, ever give a date because so many people hold people accountable to that. The other thing is it's a slow rollout right now getting you to convert over. Okay. But just the only thing that they will do is what do they say, that sunset it or something?
Yeah, they said their plan is to by the end of 2021. That's as close to a date as I think we're going to get.
Exactly. So they won't give you a date.
And I mean they've been saying that since June of 2019. So. Yep.
So we started off, why Google Chat? Why Google Chat over? Because one thing that I will say is that everybody has a Google account. I almost promise you have a Google account. You may not realize you have a Google account, but you have a Google account. And I'll show you what I mean, folks.
You have 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah. So if you are on Chrome, okay, so I'm going to show you real quickly on this screen share. If you're on YouTube, okay, maybe I'm not. Add to stream. There we go. So if you're on YouTube and you have a little circle with your picture up here, you have a YouTube account.
Or even a gray,
or
even
Google.
A gray head. It doesn't have to have a picture. Just
yeah, but I mean, if you have, yeah, exactly. If you're signed into YouTube and you have a Google account, up here above that, if you see this one, if you have a picture there, or like she said, a gray one or a letter or something like that, I think they do a letter now instead of that gray icon. If you have that, then you have a Google account. If you have Chrome bookmarks, then you have a Google account. Those are identifiers to tell me that you have a Google account. So if you have a Google account, then you have these things, these features. Most people have a Google account and don't even realize that they have a Google account. So if you have that, then you have all this other stuff. So again, chat.google.com, or you can, and once you're on chat.google.com, it allows you to add the PWA that way. I have a video on it on my channel. Go watch it. It has about 536 views right now. I encourage you to go see that if you want to keep that. And then that's just a floating thing you can keep up all the time and keep it in your taskbar in Windows, on your Windows machine. You can do that. So that's it. So that's why Google Chat. I just think it has it's very feature rich, and a very collaborative environment with the rooms. I'm really excited about the rooms part more than anything else, to be honest. And you didn't see, there actually is one too, like, cause I have it turned off. It's actually, what was it in rooms? It had something chat. Chat, files, task, and meet. You could actually start a meeting with everybody that's in there too. You can just click that and start a meet, and everybody can come join you. So, all right, enough. Thank you so much, Heather. Thank you. I hope everybody learned a little bit.
I think so.
And we will see everyone next week. Maybe we'll have a guest, maybe not. We'll see. I don't know. But and anybody that is a community member, please join us in the Backstage Pass. Heather will be putting the link out for everybody to come join us. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. This is great. I always love learning and tinkering with tech with you.
That's right. Tinkering. That's right. That's what we do. We tinker. All right. Thanks, folks. Later.